political parties in Nigeria, the inability of most women, I would say most women, not all, to participate fully in the political arena. First and foremost, we have the issue with the statutory laws we have. Registration of political parties takes the form of the general laws without actually looking at whether or not gender is considered. First, you take, for instance, Section 78 of the Electoral Act that says political parties, while registering, should ensure that federal character is taken care of. Now, in taking care of federal character, I will suggest, as an amendment to the provision, that certain percentage of offices should be allocated to women. I think we are in a stage in this country where we have enough educated women who can handle issues politically. For instance, you can, during registration, you must ensure that political parties designate offices, that is party executives, designate offices beside the usual woman leader. The woman leader is usually to ensure that political parties get the vote of women during election, or the youth leader, where we have both gender, male and female. I think we should move ahead and ensure that party chairman, a woman can emerge, even though they say that political parties should not segregate against any form of either gender, ethnicity, religion, or whatever. But most times you find that it is only the men that come forward to register political parties. Women are not restricted. Women can come forward and register political parties on their own and become the chairman or the chairperson of that political party. There is no woman that has come forward so far. I'm in charge of party registration in INEC, and I know that. Secondly, in the constitutions of the political parties, we recently, that is after 2015 or before 2015, we ensure that if you're registering a political party, a gender issue must be addressed. Who is your financial secretary? If we look at the whole ESCO that you present and see that you have only one woman, in an ESCO that says it's about 30, 50, and you have only one woman, and the designation allocated to that woman is woman leader, what stops a woman from being a treasurer? Don't we have enough accountants? What stops women from being the legal advisor? We have enough lawyers. So we ensure that these provisions are included in the constitutions of the party before registration. Then, on nomination of candidates, for instance, that is during party primaries, you find that the parties, to start with, the timing within which these political parties meet is not favorable to women. If they can put it in their constitution that they should meet between this time and this time, I think a woman can attend the meeting fully, deliberate, and engage in all decisions that are taken. Where a political party says that they are going to have their meeting, their next meeting, or the party primaries at 11 a.m. and you find them starting at 2 a.m. I don't think any woman would want to remain outside her home between 2 a.m. and 6 a.m. just because she wants to be a party leader or elected member of the party. The nomination fees are usually high. There should be something in the constitution of the individual political parties to say that nomination fees should be 10% of what they have. If they say nomination fee for presidential candidate or even National Assembly, senatorial candidates should pay 50,000, a woman should be able to pay 5,000 or 10, because we don't want them to think that a woman is coming in free. at least make effort and give a percentage of what the woman should pay. Then on legislative seats, political parties on seats generally. For instance, we have in the Senate 109 senators coming from all over the Federation. What stops the political parties, like if you're sponsoring in the whole seats of the Federation, you have like 50% of that 109 senators you're sponsoring to be women. And in the legislative list, it should also reflect the party executives you should deputize in the offices or even take over. I'm sorry, it's time to take over. Party finances. Political parties usually depend on a single individual for the funding of the party. We are encouraging in INEC that membership register, which is a statutory thing in the registration of political parties. Political parties should, from now on, ensure that the membership register is active, is published. Everybody can see who is where, from the local government, states, and national levels. If this will go a long way in encouraging participation in electoral matters and politics, because where you have registration of political parties saying that the national executives of 25 minimum, one from FCT, and then at least one from two-thirds of the states of the Federation, that is 24, and you have these people all in Abuja, running the party from Abuja, they become briefcase politicians because they don't have structures at the levels they will later say they have candidates or they want to have candidates. This is one of the major problems where political parties, only the major political parties can sponsor candidates and they can win election. Because as a political party, you only live in Abuja. Your offices, your activities are only in Abuja. Then you go to the village or you go to like Nasarawa State, where you have never been there, you don't have a structure, that is the party executives are not there, the office nobody knows where it is, and then on the day of election, during election, INEC gives you a candidate or you sponsor the candidate and he's listed there. Even if INEC should paste that list, XXX is participating in this election as senatorial candidate for a particular senatorial district. Nobody knows that person because the structure of the party was not there to campaign and to engage the people that we have a candidate in this political party. So in the long run, these other political parties now engage during elections to say that, okay, we are forming alliance, we are merging, we are doing this. So it doesn't really help that political parties, the number of political parties we have, one does not have the gender issue addressed, the youth, and finances, as well as structures of the party. I'm sure if we have structures of the party at the lower level, we'll have more women participating in politics because they will definitely contest. They belong to the people and they are there on ground, not necessarily in Abuja. These are the few issues I want to talk about. I don't know.
Thank you.